Ladies and gentlemen, citizens of the internet, today I want to tell you why you should learn a foreign language. So, let's go. Now, as you will have seen from the video title, there are 3 points that I want to focus on today. One practical, one scientific, and one general, I guess. So without any further ado, let's get into the first point, the practical point, and that is making connections. The world we live in today is more interconnected now than it ever has been before, and like it or not, that's not going away anytime soon. And that means that the ability to communicate with speakers of other languages is hugely important. All over the world, businesses and governments are looking to take advantage of the opportunities presented by our globalized society, and being able to communicate with people in their native tongue is paramount to making that a success. In this environment, knowing one or several foreign languages can be a great tool to have under your belt. Even if you're not specifically looking to work in the fields of translation or interpreting or something like that, employers love to see foreign languages on your CV, as it indicates a degree of creativity and mental flexibility that you can bring to the table. One of my absolute favourite language-related quotes is, "If you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head. If you talk to him in his own language, that goes to his heart." It's attributed to Nelson Mandela, although I read recently that he probably never actually said it, which was kind of, I don't know, it cut me up pretty deep, that did. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, regardless of whether he said it or whether he didn't, it's still a very powerful point. When you speak to someone in their own language, and it's not necessarily your own native language, you're immediately establishing a connection with that person, a very personal connection. And that's a connection that could lead to friendship or a business opportunity perhaps further down the line. So that's the practical point out of the way. Now I want to talk about the scientific point. Perhaps it's slightly less tangible in your day-to-day lives, but it is nonetheless fascinating. And that is the physical changes that take place in your brain when you learn a foreign language. Interacting in foreign languages is a very taxing activity for your brain and can be a great workout for it, working it out in a way that you may not otherwise get to in your day-to-day life. And this can have some intriguing effects. For instance, it may actually help to stave off the aging of your brain. Various studies that look into cognitive performance have identified significantly better results in people who study foreign languages compared with people who don't. And other research has found that for people who speak foreign languages, they may be able to delay the onset of diseases like Alzheimer's and dementia by as much as 5 years. And that's not all. Researchers have also identified physical changes that take place in your brain when you learn a foreign language. A Swedish study paired up 2 groups of young military recruits. One group had to learn a language intensively for a short period of time, and the other group learned something completely unrelated for a short period of time. And what they found was that in the language group, parts of their brain actually grew and developed in size and capacity, while in the other group, their brains remained exactly the same. So learning a language is a great exercise to keep your brain fit and healthy, and it may actually help to stave off Alzheimer's and dementia and other such degenerative diseases, at least for a period of time. Now on to the final point, the general point, and that is discovery. There is a whole wide world out there with lots of populations and rich cultures that you may never actually encounter just because you're kind of removed from it all, detached from it all. If you want to experience another culture, you really need a way in. And what better way in could there be than learning their language? It could be the key to discovering all kinds of new things: film, TV, music, dance, food and drink, whatever it might be. If you know their language, you can go right to the heart of their culture, you can take it in, absorb it, and enjoy it. Now, just before we finish, I want to add a sort of side point, and that is about enjoyment, because believe it or not, learning a language is fun. The reason this is a side point and not one of the main reasons why I think you should learn a foreign language is because there is a huge caveat that goes with it, and that is this. Obviously, learning languages can be fun, but there will be challenges, there will be painful moments, there will be moments where you want to tear your hair out because you just can't get the hang of something. However, when you conquer those challenges, not only will, as we've seen, your brain actually grow, but you'll feel an immense sense of pride and joy, and you'll be able to interact with so many more people and interact with other aspects of culture, and what could be more fun than that? So there we have it, 3 great reasons, and a little extra one as well, as to why I think you should learn a foreign language. Hopefully you're feeling inspired to get started, or maybe you feel like I've just wasted, 5 minutes of your time, in which case, sorry about that. If by some miracle you enjoyed the video, then feel free to let me know by leaving a like and If you're feeling inspired to start a new language, or if you've already started on your journey to learning a new language, let us know down in the comments what languages you're learning, what's inspired you and what's keeping you going through the process. Other than that, I just want to say thanks very much for watching. This is my very first YouTube video. I've spent a lot of time preparing it, and probably not a lot of people are going to watch it. But you know what, I've had great fun anyway, so I'm definitely going to do some more videos like this, some more language and culture related videos. So if that's the kind of thing that might interest you, then maybe hover over that subscribe button, give it a click, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Goodbye.